Hello viewers, my name is Brian, here again. We are at our training center, which is in central parts of Uganda. It's in the location called Kalangalo. It is based in Mityana district. For those who are familiar with this country, and it's 1.5 hours drive from the capital, Uganda. So it's very close to. So we have been looking at ways how to solve issues around management, and as we had informed you, we have trained workers, basically focusing on first aids and farm management, which includes a variety of activities. Record keeping, managing the pasture, managing the breeding of the animals, netting, feeding, and ensuring that the farms are thriving. So it is after a rigorous process, call for applications. We use different media channels, and able-bodied persons get to apply. They are screened. We do a rigorous due diligence process with the local authorities, with the community, and try to identify good people in there. The people we identify, they are within our communities, so they have a clear track record. The idea as to why we do this is basically to ensure that we are having traceable people in case of anything. It could be an emergency on themselves, it could be an issue on the farm. So this set of information helps us to trace. Ever since we launched this program, we've learned along the way, and every day we improve it. We have a cohort-based training whereby we invite in people to come for a training for a particular period. They get to interface with theory and practical, and try to live a real-life experience. So our farm here provides an experience for them to ensure they have touch on what standards look like, and what future generation of farms should be. So all these skill sets are given to them, and then even when they are deployed, we continue providing with them support supervision to ensure there is that continued learning, because with farming, learning never ends. This program has been received and appreciated globally because of the gaps and the challenges farmers have been facing. Part of which having people that do not really know what to do. Identifying unskilled people and giving them farms to manage has been a challenge, because they end up misbehaving, absconding work, providing wrong practices, things like overdose during first aid administration, not being able to cater for the animals during feeding, and managing a controlled breeding. So that is one of the idea as to why this program was launched, to ensure that these gaps are being fixed. So the entire process starts with identifying the need of the worker on the side of the farmer, and contacting us. We enter into a memorandum of understanding. We share the the concept of the program. I will share the job descriptions, JD, to clearly understand what the roles and responsibilities are. So once this process is done, then we integrate them onto a dual management structure, whereby both you, the farmer, and us are managing these people. So through the learning, we've showed that going diverse in terms of what these people are able to do is the way to go. So they are not only limited to the goats currently, they are able to provide other support activities in the crop husbandry, in other livestock and so on. So please do reach us out if you need a worker. Do not struggle. Farm management is becoming better day by day, and we are ensuring that all this is done consistently while maintaining the profit margin for the farms. So I'm going to invite some of these trainees here, these workers here who are with me here, to introduce themselves. And after introducing themselves, they'll be telling you, some of them will be telling you the things they have learned, what they aspire and what they expect to do. But before that, I just wanted to mention that they are now doing cohort-based training, as I've mentioned. So one cohort will be concluding their training today, and another cohort will be starting. So it is quite easy to follow through and identify knowledge uptake and any lessons learned. So I will start by asking them to introduce themselves. After they have also introduced themselves, then we'll go into a deep dive on what some of them have learned. So we can start with a gentleman on my left here. Just tell the people your name and how long you have been on the training. Yes, please.
Yes, I'm by the name of Bamba Lazarus. I've been here at the Trainee farm training. Now I have completed my training. Now,
so I am called Ikula Pius. I'm here at Trainee farms for training. So we have just spent 2 weeks on training.
Thank you, Pius.
Yes, hello viewers. I'm Gwambale Benon, one of the workers of Trainee farms. So I have spent almost 1 year with Trainee farms.
Thank you, Benon.
Hi viewers, I'm Justin. I'm a new member here on Trainee farm, and I've come here to learn.
Thank you, Justin.
My name is Mumpere Godwin, and this is my second week of training. So I was here since Sante last week.
Thank you.
My name is Gwambale John. I have come here for training in Trainee farms. I have completed here 2 weeks.
Thank you so much. So these are some of them selectively brought to you. So I'm going to ask Pius to let us know what he has learned in terms of managing farms and the health of the animals. He will also tell us the schedules that he has learned in terms of how a farm should be managed. Please, Pius.
Yes, sir, thank you. The first priority, I'll first thank the management, community farms, and all the students at large. I appreciate you. So, as by my name, I'm called Ikula Pius. I'll just spend 2 weeks training. So far, what I have learned, I have so far learned about animal health In animal health, I have so far identified the consequences an animal can get if it becomes sick. So, and I have known the first aid, first aid that can be given for an animal for first help. So I can give an overview about how we can treat an animal. One, if an animal gets sick, if it lacks blood, you can give it iron to improve in its blood circulation. So that goat, they are categorized by giving them medicine. We have kids. The kids are given two meals only. We have some winners, they are given 3 meals. The winners are animals that are 3 months after birth. The old goats are given 5 to 6 meals. So I can give another overview about the drugs. So we have, if an animal affected by a wound is treated by a variety of drugs. One, you can use hydrogen peroxide to wash that wound. Secondly, you apply iodine as a drug that will heal that wound. Thirdly, you spray using a medicine that dries the wound so that flies cannot come into contact with that wound. I can also give you the first aid that can be given if an animal is suffering from eye, that is eye defect. So that animal, if we have seen it, you can give this first aid. One, we can apply doxycycline as a powder. It is a powder, so it is inserted in the eyes of an animal. Secondly, you can give Opticlox. It is a gum. Thirdly, you can give, it is an injection. It is called phenylgect injection if an animal is suffering from eye defect. So I can go ahead and say about the sanitation or hygiene where animals are kept. So we have schedules all the time where we start cleaning the pen, that is the house of goats where they sleep. So for a worker or a cleaner, you wake up at exactly 6:30 a.m. preparing yourself to make sanitation. So at 7 a.m. you go at the pen of the goats, you clean thoroughly where they sleep and sweep, I need to say I sweep underground where the animals are. Animals, when they pass out dung, that dung are dropped out at the ground. So it's work for men to sweep that area where the dung has been dropped, so that ammonia gas can't rise directly to boats. That may lead to some disease. So after that, we come to the play area where animals are taking their exercise to educate their body. So you must receive that compound or play area thoroughly, so that they are prevented from diseases. So for these few remarks, let me leave the arena.
Thank you so much, Pius. So this is just a tip to the iceberg. It's basically being able to identify disease early and provide first aid. Of course, we leave the complicated procedures for the professionals, our vet doctors and vet doctors provided for within the government system. Our work, what they're able to do, our workers, what they're able to do, is basically to provide the first aid and support the process to the healing journey of the animals. And in terms of the sanitation, that is very key. So our workers here are trained to do daily cleanliness. It's not like maybe twice a week or bi-weekly. It's on a daily basis, and they have targets each week. And we do this to avoid, leaving the ground for dampness and creating a breeding area for external parasites, which could in the end affect these animals. So thanks, Pius, for this. I'm going to invite Godwin to tell us something slightly about pasture management and farm management in terms of the grazing schedules and why we do this. Over to you, Godwin.
Okay. I'm called Mumper Godwin once again, and I'm going to give my overviews on how to maintain and monitor animal pastures. Actually, this is my second week of training. I have mastered how to make ridges on which pastures will be planted on. And second, I have mastered the feeding schedules of these animals, and I'm going to give some overviews on feeding schedules. So at 9 a.m. morning, we take them to graze. We allow them to have food, and we start from 9 a.m. up to 1 p.m. and then we come back and we let them in the playing ground to allow them to chew the cud. Yeah, and then after that, we as herdsmen, and we also have our time to settle, and to relax. At 3 p.m. we are getting them back in the grazing area. So at 6 we let them back. So those are my overviews on how to maintain animal pastures and monitor them.
Thank you so much, Godwin. We do this creation of ridges. Those who have worked with us know our emphasis when we come to support on ensuring that you have food security for the animals and ensure that you're having a balanced diet of pasture. So we prefer ridges because of different and many advantages, especially controlled soil erosion, and also to ensure that there is easy harvesting and management of pasture, as we shall show you later on how the ridges look like. The other aspect is the feeding of the animal, because the animal needs to feed to a point whereby it is satisfied. So the way humans feed is the same way, the same approach we want animals to feed, to have enough time. And that's why he has been explaining the schedules to ensure the animals are feeding, and not just feeding, but feeding with a purpose in terms of having the nutritional value, a balanced diet of the feeds that they intake. One other thing that we do is the supplementation. Even when we have given the feeds, we supplement them with pellets to ensure there is that fast growth and benefits around that. So we have pellets for different categories: pellets for kids, pellets for lactating mothers, pellets for pregnant goats, pellets for general herd, and so on. So it depends on what you want to utilize. And we found these pellets are really effective in terms of fast growth gains, weight gains, and having enough milk for the mothers, for the does that are lactating. So it's really important that workers know these schedules so that the animals are not emaciated or the animals are not underfed, because once you underfed, then other issues will be compromised. The health of the animal will be compromised, the productivity and the growth altogether. So with this, I want to go to another person who recently joined us. Justine here is going to tell us what her expectations are in this training, and call upon more people to join the program.
I'm called Kavo Justin, as I said before. I'm a new member here at Enroll. I reached here yesterday. My purpose here is to get skills and so that I can learn how to keep animals, like caring about them, giving them feeds, and to give them medicines and so on. So I reached here, the place is favorable with the well accommodations. So I encourage more ladies to come and join us at Menit Farm. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Justine. So please, ladies, come train with us, and encourage all farmers who want to have ladies as workers on the farm for any particular reason. Please reach us out. We are able to support you. The ladies, you come, we plan for you, the facilities are there. We shall train you, you'll get a skill, and ensure that you are working with us in this journey. So as we conclude, this program is a game changer. You do not need to complain about farm management challenges anymore, because Me Farms is taking away the burden in terms of the day-to-day management of the farm. Through these workers, we have two levels, two categories. We have the herds level. These are in form of caretakers, day-to-day hired. We also have managers level. They're like overall management of farm operations. And once you need any of those, please contact us using the contact information below this video. You can call us, you can WhatsApp us, you can email us, you can reach at us via messenger, whatever means, whatever channel that is at your disposal. So I want to thank you, and please do join us in this call for commercialization of agriculture. Thank you so much, and wish you all the best.
Farm Workers Program, FWAP!